Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can get this 90 overall Donovan Mitchell, who is the breaking through campaign master. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and comment down below whether you're going to grind for him and how you guys are doing in the new earned edition promo. Alright, so as you can see, we got this 90 overall Donovan Mitchell. He is looking pretty nice. I mean, the card art is looking nice as always. EA always do a pretty good job with the card art, and he's got 94 3-point shooting and a 93 mid-range. So he's looking like a pretty decent card, but there is going to be quite a bit you have to do to get him. Obviously, the first sentence, it says all events cost 0 stamina, which is pretty nice because then you don't have to spend your stamina. You can spend it in the actual promo itself, which is going on now, the earned edition promo right here. So you can spend it in that and you won't have to spend any stamina in this campaign. So as you can see, we're going to head over into the campaign just so I can show you exactly how you can get him. You can see there's quite a few chapters here. So yeah, there's 5 chapters, and then there's this extra bonus chapter to get an extra coach, but we'll go on to that later. So as you can see, we'll go into the first one for the Bucks. As you can see, there's quite a few events you have to play. So the first thing you've got to do to unlock the first event is claim your 78 overall Donovan Mitchell. Now to do that, all you have to do right here, press on this little player icon, and you can see claim your 78 overall Donovan Mitchell, like I'm going to do right now. So we're going to just open this up. You get the 78 overall, and that's going to unlock the very first event where you can play through and get a pro pack. So as you can see, we just claimed our 78 overall Donovan Mitchell. As you can see, these events, they have unlocked now. There's 5 of them. You play through all of them, cost 0 stamina, and they are just, I think, drills. You're getting some XP with that, so that's pretty nice. Then once you play through all 5, you're going to get a pro pack out of that, and then you move on to the next one. Now each one, to unlock them, you're going to have to do different things. So for this one, the second one, you're going to have to spend 250 monthly master emblems, and that should be pretty easy. You should have enough emblems to do so, but I would suggest maybe waiting, because as you can see, if we head over into the objectives, you can see there are these out of position players, and you have to spend monthly master emblems between April the 12th and April the 16th. So maybe you want to save up your monthly master emblems just for this, so you can get as many packs as you can. But I suggest 250 emblems isn't that much, so you could just spend it right now and unlock this event, which should be pretty easy. You get from this one after playing through 7 events, so it is quite a bit, but you aren't spending any stamina. You get 3 live daily tokens, so that's going to help you if you play that stuff. Then the next one, win 10 live today events. So this one, you're going to have to just go into the live today and play through all of those events, play through 10 of them. It's pretty easy stuff. You'll get 10,000 coins from that, so that's pretty nice. Then you'll get some team and position tokens by earning 300 live pass points. Now to do that quickly, you can go in the store, and then if you head over to the live pass section and you go all the way to the right hand side, you can see here there are some packs you can open. So every day this refreshes. You can watch an ad or spend 5k coins. You can do this twice and you get 10 live pass points, so that's pretty nice if you want to just get some points pretty quickly. That's always helpful. You're getting some extra points here every single day, so that one unlock that event. And most of these first chapters are pretty easy to unlock. It won't take you that long to unlock them and play through them. Then finally, as you can see, you get the Drew holiday. Now to unlock this event, you have to spend 25k coins. Pretty easy to do. Just spend them on packs, maybe spend them on the earned edition packs like I put in my last video. If you want to go check that out, if you want to know how to get those earned edition promo masters, go check that one out. But yeah, so with this one, you aren't just going to get Drew holiday. As you can see, you're going to get 75 overall Drew holiday, which is going to be useful. So make sure you don't sell him, don't put him in any sets, because you're going to need him to get the 90 overall version of Donovan Mitchell. So with this one, you're going to get 75 overall Drew holiday and 1 breaking through token, and you're going to need that to upgrade Donovan Mitchell. As we can see here, we'll go into the sets real quick. So I've obviously got that 78 overall Donovan Mitchell. You go to the campaign section at the top here. To upgrade him to 80 overall, you got to stick him in there, and obviously you've got to complete the first chapter to get that breaking through token, and you got to put in 1 gold player, which should be pretty easy. You should have that gold player. If you don't, you can buy it on the auction house, but it's 78 to 79 overall, so it's a little bit high rated, but you might be able to pick him up cheap on the auction house, or maybe do some trade up sets, trade them up to get a 78 to 79 overall gold player. But then you upgrade him to 80 overall, and as you can see throughout all the sets, you're just going to basically complete. At the end of each chapter, you're going to get one of these breaking through tokens, and you're going to need them. Then you're also going to need some gold players, maybe some elites, but these team and position tokens, you aren't going to need that many actually. So you're only going to need 3 team tokens and 3 position tokens, which you should be able to get pretty easily from the live today event. and you actually don't spend any stamina on doing those events now, because they've changed that, so you use emblems instead. So that's pretty nice. So you're not spending any stamina basically on this sort of campaign stuff. And then the next one, to upgrade him to 84, similar stuff, just a little bit higher of the amounts of stuff you're needing to get to 4 gold players, or you could put in some elite. So obviously 78 to 83 is pretty nice. Team and position tokens as well, and you got to complete that next chapter to get another token. Then moving on to the 86, you are going to need to get elite players for this one. So whether you have some lying around on your bench, reserve players you want to exchange for getting a Donovan Mitchell, you can do if you want to. And this Donovan Mitchell is strategic, so maybe he fits in with your lineup a bit better than your shooting guard at the moment. Then you can get him up to 88. Now the final set is a little bit different. So for each one of these ones so far, you're going to need a breaking through token, which is got at the end of the actual chapters. So chapter 1 will give you one, chapter 2, and so on and so on will give you one at the end of that, along with that player. But the final one, as you can see, is a little bit different. So you're going to need the 88 overall Donovan Mitchell. So you're going to have to complete all of the chapters, and then you're going to need 5 of these broken lock tokens. Now to get these, it can be a bit confusing, but what you got to do is, if you go back out of this, you can see just underneath you got these extra sets. Now what you want to do is, when I get that 75 overall Drew Holiday, I've got to stick him in 10 Milwaukee Bucks tokens, 10 position tokens, and then you got to put 10 of the 71 75 overall gold players, and then 6 of the 78 79 overall gold players to get an 80 overall version of him, and most importantly to get one of those broken lock tokens. And that's similar for all of them. So obviously trading up Drew Holiday there, you got to trade up all the other ones. So Tobias Harris, who's the master of the second chapter, you got to trade in every single one, and the overalls increase, so you're getting some extra pretty high overall players, which you can use actually in the Donovan Mitchell set. So say I get an 81 Tobias Harris and I need an elite player in, say, this set right here, I could probably stick him in, trade him in as well for that Donovan Mitchell. So you are getting extra players. You're going to need to do these sets anyway if you want to get the 90 overall player. And in addition to that, if you don't have any use for the extra players you're getting, like all of these guys, all the Drew Holiday, the Nurkic, the Jay Crowder, Blake Griffin, if you don't need them on your team, use them in this set, because it's going to save you a lot of coins, because you don't have to buy the elite players, you don't have to buy the extra gold players, and then you don't have to do trade up sets and stuff like that. It does save you quite a bit of coins. But as you can see here, if we go back into the campaigns, so all of these chapters, they are going to increase in difficulty. So the last one for Blake Griffin, you can see here the events are a little bit harder. Obviously the first one's always getting the Donovan Mitchell upgraded, but as you can see, to unlock this one, you're going to have to spend 10,000 stamina. Now you can do that if you just simulate series, like just auto play it, because you're going to get back some stamina after that. So it's not like you're wasting so much stamina, and you are spending quite a bit of stamina, because you're going to spend 50 stamina, you get 40 back each quarter, so that's only wasting 10 stamina or something like that. But it's not a lot, so I recommend you maybe do some seasons in that. Or you can, a really simple way of just spending stamina really quickly is if you go into showdown, and this depends on how quick your matchmaking it is, but for me it's normally not that quick. So if I just press start a match, don't find a match, I've spent 25 stamina basically, but I got that back because I cancelled the match here. And if you just keep doing that, it will add up over time, unless you actually get a match where you have to play that. But you can keep doing that multiple times and it will add up, and it will say, oh, you spent 10,000 stamina if you've done it that many times. So that's a little way you can get some more stamina, or say that it spent more stamina for you pretty quickly. Then you look at this one, and 2,000 live pass points. You should be able to do that pretty easy. Like I said, go in the store, win 100 events in live today. Again, pretty easy, you're not spending any stamina. Then the last one, spend 30,000 monthly master emblems. Now for all the monthly master emblems one, like I said, with the out of position packs coming out soon, I suggest maybe waiting and spending them in that period of time. Let's just go back to it and show you what it is. So try and spend your monthly master emblems between April the 12th and April the 16th. So that's coming up soon. That's coming up pretty soon. That's in like 2 days time, depending on when you're watching this. But make sure you spend those during them, because then you're going to be able to get some out of position player packs. You're going to get an 84 plus player. It's looking like maybe an 88 player. Overall player, and these players you can stick them in your team, you can sell them, or you could use them in the sets for Donovan Mitchell, because you're going to need some elite players at some point. If you get them out of these packs, you might be able to use them in the Donovan Mitchell set, which is pretty nice to be honest, because you're just getting these players. If you don't need them, stick them in the set, use them. But then there's also, as you can see right at the very end, you've got this extra bonus chapter. Now this one, it doesn't help you get anywhere nearer to getting Donovan Mitchell. Well, it might actually, because it gives you some team and position tokens that you need for him. But as you can see, the first one, just spend 50 NBA cash. The next one, spend 150 NBA cash, 300 NBA cash, 500 NBA cash. Then the final one, you just got to spend 1,000 NBA cash. Now, a lot of you will probably have NBA cash, no money spent. So you can see there, I'm no money spent. I've nearly got 3K NBA cash. But if you saved your NBA cash, then you should be able to get it pretty easily. And then at the end, you're going to get this Quinn Snyder coach, and he is a strategic one. I don't think he's as good as Steve Nash because he's only giving out 2 boosts. But if you need a coach, you need a strategic coach that fits your lineup, maybe go for this one. And of course, it's not spending any stamina at all. So even if you spent NBA cash, maybe you just play through this and get the coach at the end of it, because it is pretty nice. You're getting a coach, and also you're going to get some extra team and position tokens, which you're going to need to upgrade that Donovan Mitchell so you can get him up to 90 overall. So it's looking like this is a pretty decent campaign. Let me know in the comments down below whether you're going to grind for this 90 overall Mitchell. I might try maybe level him up a little bit. It is going to take a lot of gold players to make sure you get him up to 90 overall, because obviously you're going to need to complete all of these sets, and these cost quite a lot of gold players. Some will need elite players as well. So like I said, maybe you get these players, trade them up to that 85. Like you can see Blake Griffin goes from an 80 to an 85, and then use him in the actual Donovan Mitchell sets, because that's, I think, probably the best way, because you're going to need to do the set anyway. So why not use the player you get out of it? If you don't need him on your team, use him in the set to get that Donovan Mitchell if you're going to go for him. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below whether you're going to go for this 90 overall Donovan Mitchell. I think he's a pretty decent card. I might try and go for him. He is non-auctionable, so you can't buy him on the auction house. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below whether you're going to get him. Let me know how you're getting on with the earned edition promo, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.